What's up with you? For today's video, we're in full Aerodactyl team. I'll be using 6 Aerodactyl on one team with all different movesets. I thought this would be appropriate send-off for all the fossils since I actually haven't done a specific team based around Aerodactyl at all. I did one for all the other fossils. So Aerodactyl's got Rockhead, Pressure, and Unnerve. To be fair, it's not the greatest abilities in the world. I mean, Pressure or Unnerve are okay, and, you know, Rockhead, well, it doesn't really have hardly any moves to make use of its ability. Alright, people, I've got 2 battles today with the Aerodactyl team. First battle here, this one is against Death Bleed, and I think we got a theme team here as well. Now, I'll be using 6 Aerodactyl as I said before, and I'll be trying to do some fun movesets. Is Aerodactyl anyone's very favorite Pokemon or, you know, favorite fossil? Let me know in the comment section of the video. So the first Aerodactyl here I've got is Double Edge and Takedown set with Rockhead. These are the only 2 moves I could find that it actually got with the, you know, that worked with Rockhead. It also is a Silk Scarf set. So, yeah, Double Edge and Takedown's just like a worse version than the Double Edge version, basically. So we got a Max Speed, Max Attack set here, and I'm going to try... This is some sort of team. Let me try and read these nicknames. I think that said Scorpio. So Risk Scorpio. I got that one right. Next, the attacking moves on this Scorpion are Cross Poison. So I don't think it's got a lot of moves to hit Aerodactyl outside of that. I've actually noticed it got the Black Sludge too. So it's taken a couple of hits here. So I'm going to be going for a combination of Double Edge and Takedown to get rid of this big old Scorpion, and it is going to be famous. So a nice solid start to the battle. It'd be cool if I got some, I don't know, some other moves, like, I don't know, some other, like, cool ring, Head Smash, that'd be cool. Next Pokemon's going to be Bear Hug. Bear Hug is going to be going for a Bullet Punch there, almost taking out my Aerodactyl. Imagine if Pangoro gave you a Bear Hug, it'd probably, break all your bones. So going for a very, very powerful Double Edge there. Pangoro is going to be able to live that and finish my Aerodactyl off with Bullet Punch there. So obviously the Aerodactyl team had a lot of weaknesses as well, but it does have a little bit of bulk to it, and it's got good speed too. So next Pokemon's going to be Aerodactyl number 5. So this is the interesting set. So Aerodactyl's actually got Rock Throw. Now you're probably laughing at Rock Throw, but Aerodactyl only gets Rock Throw very specifically. It actually doesn't learn it normally. It can only get it through Let's Go Eevee and an event. That's it. Like, that's the only ways it can get Rock Throw. So I thought it'd be interesting to run a Rock Throw Aerodactyl. I thought that it would get it, and I was like, wow, it actually doesn't get it. And you know, they're the only ways to actually go about getting it. It gets like Rock Slide and things like that, but it doesn't get Rock Throw outside of those methods. So next Pokemon is going to be Power Load Ogre. How Load Ogre? Well, it's all Ogre. It almost was all Ogre. Now, this Aerodactyl set is a Rock Throw, Payback, Wing Attack, and Headbutt set. And I've got the White Herb as the item. Wait, White Herb is the item. Why do I have White Herb? I don't think it's a White Herb set. No, that is not a White Herb set. That was like... that was a Bright Powder set. That's what it was. Like, why do I have White Herb on that set? Never mind. Also, it's got Twister as well. I'm twisting up my movesets. Next Aerodactyl here is a special set. I actually forgot to nickname these 2 as well when I was rushing for stream. This is Aerodactyl number 2. So we got Fire Blast, Air Cutter, Dragon Breath, and Twister. This is the Twister set. Sorry, I'm getting them twisted up again. This has got Scope Lens, so I'm trying to get those crits with Air Cutter, and this had Rockhead as well. I don't think it really mattered what it actually had. It didn't really have much to do with Rockhead outside of Double Edge and Takedown. Next Pokemon is going to be the Electabuzz here. I'm going for Fire Blast. It's my best move to use against the Thunder Ogre. Thunder Ogre is going to go for a Thunder Punch, which is very bad because that can one-shot practically all of my Aerodactyl unless I go for a Desperation Dynamax, which I don't want to go for, right? Next Pokemon's going to be Aerodactyl number 4. Now, this Aerodactyl set is pretty cool. So it's a mix attacker. I've got on it Sky Attack, Meteor Beam, Agility, and Sandstorm. I've also got the Power Herbs item, and the ability is going to be Pressure. So I gave this one Max Attack and Max Special Attack. Naive nature. So Aerodactyl's got pretty good speed, so I found a fair bit of the time I was still outspeeding things, and I could have like a cool mix set depending on what the opponent brought in, depending on like what, you know, 2-turn base move I could use there. So that's going to be the end of the Electabuzz, which is always nice, and it's going to be fainting, and I got a special attack rise too. Next Pokemon's going to be Moonsault. Moonsault. I wonder if actually, serious question, I wonder if there's actually salt on the moon. Can you harvest I'm not sure, like, is there salt in them? I'm going to type that in Google afterwards. So, anyway, Lopunny, we're going to go for a Sky Attack here on the Lopunny. Lopunny's going to go for an Ice Beam. So, it's going to be a special Lopunny. That's doing a lot of damage to me. However, Aerodactyl is going to be able to live that attack, which is good. Now, Sky Attack does have a chance of actually critical hitting too. That did a lot of damage, so that's the end of the Lopunny there. Even without a crit, it was like way too much. So definitely a special like sweeping set. The last Pokemon is going to be Octo Stretch, so it's a Graplock. So I've got a super effective Sky Attack here. Also, we both did Dynamax in the battle. We agreed to sort of like not to Dynamax, so I just thought I'd put that out there too if you're wondering why I didn't Dynamax. So first things first, I'm going to set the Sandstorm up. I've got no idea what this set is going to be. Now with Sky Attack, that's going to take 2 turns use. So I thought I'd get the the Sandstorm going and get some damage there. So now this Graplock's going to go for a bulk up, increasing its attack and defense. Now Sky Attack does have a chance of critting here, and I know that Graplock does have a fair few moves that can use against Aerodactyl that are super effective too. So look, say I go for Sky Attack here, I'll have to wait 1 turn. If I get attacked this turn, then I might faint. So like I really have no option. So let's go ahead and go for the Sky Attack here on the Graplock. So go for that. It is going to take another turn to recharge because I already used the Power Herb up from earlier before. Now Graplock, instead of attacking me, is now going to go for another bulk up. So it's increasing its defense again. So now my Sky Attack is not going to do as much. It's still going to do a lot of damage though, even at +2. Unless it's like crazy bulky set. So I can see the Graplock has also got the leftovers too. It almost healed up there. I think it's got like 1 health missing. So go for the Sky Attack there. Thank goodness it didn't miss. Excellent damage there. Like, if I got a critical hit, that would have been the end of Graplock. Graplock is going to go for the Drain Punch here. Drain Punch is going to be a very good, decent amount of damage there on the Aerodactyl, and it's going to give the Graplock some sustain as well, getting some health back. So I've got 2 more Aerodactyl here. Now, the last Aerodactyl that I've got here with a good super effective move is a physical set, and it's also a King's Rock set. But if you did notice, the Graplock, got a couple of bulk ups up. So I don't know how well this is going to do in terms of damage. So I've got Dual Wing Beat, Rock Blast, Bite, and Hone Claws. Obviously, Dual Wing Beat's going to be the best bet to go for here. Will it take it out? I don't think it will, but I was hoping for a flinch here. So I'm going to go for the first one, then the second one. That's about how much I thought it would do. Still good damage there. And Graplock is not going to get flinched there. And it's going to have Ice Punch as well. So yep, no way I'm living that attack. So that is the end of the Aerodactyl 3. I've got 1 more Aerodactyl here. Well, it's going to get spanked by the sand as well, which is good. Oh, it's going to heal that back with leftovers anyway. So my last Aerodactyl is a special set. Now this is an unnerved set, so I've used Pressure, Rocket, and Unnerve. I've got Ancient Power. I've also got Hurricane. I've got Rain Dance and Dragon Pulse. Now I didn't want to use Hurricane because it could miss, and once again we're not Dynamaxing, so I'm just going to use Dragon Pulse. I don't think this is going to live. Unless it's stupidly bulky, but I doubt it's going to live on that low amount of health. And that is the end of the Graplock. And that's the end of the first battle as well. Special Aerodactyl has really bad special attack, so that's why I was a little bit concerned there. The item was Damn Proc on the Aerodactyl too, so I can extend out the Rain Dance, and then I could go for Hurricanes and stuff in the rain. Alright, next battle. This is a battle against Lord Alzorn, and this is pretty interesting as well. This might be a theme team as well. So if you can guess it, as usual, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section of the video. Now, also, I want to say one thing here too. So after this video, I've got what will we be at when this is like Saturday. So I would have just done a stream, like a send off Sword and Shield stream. So we've got 3 more theme teams, and that's it for Sword and Shield. That's it. I'm not going to do any more Sword and Shield theme teams, obviously in the near future, so it's all going to be Scarlet and Violet. So, yep, the next ones, obviously the next ones are not fossil related. They are other different topics and stuff like that. So, yeah, we've got 3 more of them coming. I've already planned out what ones I'm going to do. And, yeah, I think we'll be, after that, we'll be at Scarlet and Violet, so not too long away, it's come up really quickly, especially throughout this year. It was like a couple of months away, it was like 6 months away, then it was like 5 months, then it's like 3, 2, 1, then we're less than like a week and stuff away. So anyway, back to the battle. They're just giving you a little update what's going on here. This Aurorus was a bit of a problem because it set up the Aurora Veil. Actually, yesterday I just did a Amora and Aurorus team there, which was awfully hard with all their type weaknesses. But funnily enough, in this matchup, Aerodactyl can't really do too much to it because I don't have any fighting type moves, and I don't have any ground type moves. And it's got the Veil up too. So it's going to be paralyzing me here, which is interesting. I've got the Meteor Beam still, and it's going to be using Icy Wind. So Icy Wind is going to be super effective against Aerodactyl, and it's doing a lot of damage, so it's also dropping Aerodactyl's speed too. The only thing I can hope here that maybe Icy Wind will miss the next turn, because I think it's something based on, like, you know, dropping the opponent's speed there and that sort of thing. So hoping for an Icy Wind miss. I know it's not a very good chance, but that's the only way I'm going to be able to get off this second Meteor Beam. Aurorus is not going to miss the Icy Wind, and that is the end of Aerodactyl. It won't be flapping its wings too much after that. So I've got another one I can swap in here. Now, I need to actually stall this Veil out because this actually went on for 8 turns, so which wasn't too fun. So this is Aerodactyl number 3. I've got Rock Blast and I've got King's Rocks. I'm like, I don't know if I want to take an Icy Wind to the face at all. I think I might just try and get a flinch here. Let's see how much damage I can actually do with, you know, Rock Blast. So I go for Rock Blast. I was really hoping for, like, you know, 4 to 5 hits, which would be really good. I got 2 hits, which is really nice. Like, oh, that really sucks. And I got a flinch on 2 hits. I'm like, wow, that was really lucky. Now the Hail has stopped, which is good, you know. I can actually go for another Rock Blast here. It's like, wow, if I could get, like, 5 hits here, I might be able to take this down. So there's 1 hit. And there's 2 hits. So I got the minimum Rock Blast, and then I got 3. I was like, please get 1 more, and I didn't. I got 3 hits. I was like, come on. And I got 2 flinches in a row. That was so crazy lucky there on the Aurora. So go for a Disrespect Bite there, and that is the end of Aurora. Wow, that was a crazy lucky turn they're getting around that. Next Pokemon is going to be Pelipper. This thing absolutely destroyed me. So this team obviously is very weak to water type moves. I've got Rock Blast too, so I'm going to try and flinch it. It's my best thing I do. So I go for Rock Blast on Pelipper. It's really not doing lots of damage at all, and I got 2 hits. I'm like, well, I doubt I'm going to get a flinch here on 2 hits, because I probably used up all my life before. So here comes the Weather Ball. That's going to be 100 base power in the rain, and coming off Pelipper's special attack, which is pretty good, that's going to be able to take out my Aerodactyl. So I'm like, wow, I don't even know what I can do this. So now the Veil is gone, which is good, but that lasted for so long, you know. Now we're going to go to Aerodactyl number 1. This is my double-edge takedown set with Rockhead. This is my worst, probably the worst set on my team. So I just tried to get some damage on Pelipper. If it fainted, you know what? It fainted. Then I was going to bring in one of my other sets there to try and take this Pelipper out. Pelipper's going to go for an additional Weather Ball on Aerodactyl, and it is going to get dropped in 1 shot, which is very bad. So I've lost half my team already there, which, you know, was kind of to be expected, especially with Pelipper. This is number 5. Yeah, Aerodactyl number 5. So I was like, I really want to go for Rock Throw here, but Rock Throw's not going to feint out Pelipper, and it's going to drop me. So I'm going to have to go for a Dynamax Rock Throw here, people. This is probably the first time you've ever seen this happen in your entire life here. I sort of wanted to try and save the Rock Throw too, so I could maybe get a KO with it. But it was difficult because, you know, it's such like a weak move. I still wonder why Aerodactyl never got that outside of like other events and stuff like that. And Let's Go. Actually, Let's Go get some other cool moves. I think Muck gets like Dazzling Gleam or something like that too. Gets a couple of really interesting things. I'm going to go for the Max Rock for you. Obviously on the Pelipper, I need to delete this Pelipper, and that is going to be enough to take it out. So that's also going to get rid of the rain too, and put the sand up, which is going to, you know, obviously benefit Aerodactyl, which is very good. So bye-bye Pelipper. Definitely not sad to see you go. Next Pokemon to come out is going to be Sandaconda. So like, okay, well, Sandaconda's easily going to be able to live all these attacks. My best move to use against it would be Max Airstream. That's my most powerful attack. I mean, all my other ones are really not going to do much. Like, I'm thinking maybe a 3-hit KO if I'm lucky, like if it's not Dynamax, you know? So go for that, and yeah, that's about what I expected. Not the greatest damage in the world. So we're going to get a +1 in speed. Not that it really mattered too much. And now the Sandaconda is going to go for a course. I'm like, wow, I'm not going to do any damage to this thing at all. Like, this Dynamax is going to get like virtually completely wasted. I had to go for on Pelipper. That's the problem. I mean, the best thing I can really do is keep going for Max Airstream here, and I don't know what other physical moves Sandaconda would be able to, like, at least it wouldn't be able to do any ground-type moves. That's good. So going for another Max Airstream or the Sandaconda. I don't know whether it's got Rest either. I was really hoping that it didn't have something like Rest and Shed Skin or something like that. Anyway, it's going to have Poison Tail. So I'm like, wait, Poison Tail. So I'm guessing they don't, at this stage, it's like, well, they obviously don't have anything else to hit me with. I'd say they've got a ground type move. and some other recovery moves. So swapping out Aerodactyl there, I'm not doing any damage, at all with that set, so maybe I can save it for later. And we'll go into Aerodactyl number 6, because I don't think this has a lot to hit me with. So we're going to go get that Unnerve going. It's going to go for Poison Tail. So clearly has nothing to hit me with here. It's still doing, pretty good damage there considering it's not very effective. So I've got Hurricane. I was like, well, I could go Rain Dance here and that'll be nice. And then I could go for the Hurricane, and that'll be 100% accuracy in the rain, which would be good. It's going to be Aerodactyl's a nicer, powerful special attack. Like, I don't have anything like Meteor Beam or stuff like that. So I was thinking about doing that, but that was like on one of my other movesets. So I tried to go for just one. So now I've got the Hurricane and the Rain Dance going here. Sandaconda's going to be swapping out, so maybe they didn't want to lose that just yet. And we've got the Altaria coming in. So Altaria is going to have Cloud 9. The weather has disappeared. And I'm going to go for the Hurricane here. So I don't expect really good damage here. And yeah, it was trash damage to be expected. Now, this Altaria is susceptible to Ancient Power, so let's go ahead and go for that. I might get a special attack boost, but I'm going to have to get very, very lucky. So Ancient Power, let's be real, does about as much as Hurricane because of its low base power. And interesting enough, the Altaria goes for Fire Spin. So okay, they're going to trap me in with Fire Spin. Obviously, they want to trap me, so I was thinking at this point it might be like a Perish Song set, and it actually turned out to be a Perish Song Altaria. I'll let you know what that moveset is. I did find out after the battle. So that's going to crit the Altaria. I don't know if that actually mattered or not, but I'm sure that had like a recovery move like Roost or something annoying like that. Next Pokemon's going to be Sandaconda. It's come back in, and now I can go for Hurricane here. I don't think they predicted me to go for Hurricane after that Rain Dance. I think they were expecting something else. So going for the Hurricane on the Dusty Noodle, and I can see that it's got Sand Spits. That's going to put the sand up there again, which is fine. Aerodactyl doesn't mind the sand, but it's just kind of handy having that rain up there, so I can keep going for 100% accurate Hurricanes. Next Pokemon is going to be Ground Pound, and it's Hippowdon. Like, wow, yeah, I don't know what I can do to this. I'll just go for Hurricane to the sand. Let's go for that. So Hurricane does land, and that was actually a really good amount of damage there. Now, Hippowdon's going to go for a Thunder Fang, which is going to be super effective. That's going to take out my Aerodactyl. Now, this thing can get Thunder Fang and Ice Fang. Let's get some pretty good super effective moves against Aerodactyl. So now I'm going to swap in my Aerodactyl. My next one. Now, this was I think this was the Air Cutter set. Yeah, this is the Air Cutter Fire Blast set. So I really want to try and flinch it with Twister, but I was like, nah, I need to fight this thing right now. So go for Air Cutter. It's just not enough damage. It's way too weak. And now Hippowdon's going to go for a Thunder Fang, which does enormous amounts of damage. And it also paralyzes my Aerodactyl too. So I'm like, I wonder if I can actually outspeed this. I do, which is really good. I don't get paralyzed, and Hippowdon is going to faint there, which is really, really good. And yeah, that was the critting Air Cutter set, which I was hoping for them crits with scope lens and stuff like that. Last Pokemon is going to be Ninetales. Now, Ninetales is probably the least threatening Pokemon on this team, but it does get a couple of grass-type moves like Energy Ball and, Solar Beam and things like that. Now, all I can do to this is go for Dragon Breath and hope that I live the attack and then get a paralyzed. That's pretty much all I can do in this matchup, right? So I went for the Dragon Breath on the Ninetales. Now, Ninetales straight away is going to have Drought, and it's going to have Solar Beam too. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not living this attack. So I'm going to need to be at max health to be able to, live a Solar Beam from Ninetales, So that's going to be the end of the Aerodactyl there. Bye-bye, Aerodactyl. I've got one more left, and that is the Rock Throw set. So I'm like, okay, it's now my chance to use the Rock Throw Aerodactyl. I saved this one. I swapped it out from before. Yeah, this is the one. Actually, no, this is the one that I Dynamax, yeah. So I'm going to go for the Rock Throw here and Solar Beam. Obviously, I'm going to get outspelled. I was hoping I could outspeed the Ninetales, but I didn't. This one was interesting. So it must be actually, I was max speed, so that must be Choice Scarf Ninetales. So Choice Scarf Solar Beam. Now I'm going to go for the Rock Throw here. If it wasn't Choice Scarf, I would have outsped it. It would have been amazing. I could have got that Rock Throw KO, but unfortunately Ninetales is going to be outspeeding me there. And you know what? That's the end of the battle, people. I hope you enjoyed the last fossil team, which was Aerodactyl. I don't know if we'll touch on Aerodactyl again, unless, you know what, if they bring Mega Aerodactyl in, I'll do a Mega Aerodactyl and an Aerodactyl team, something like that. But that's pretty much it for Aerodactyl, and that's pretty much it for the video. Peace out, people.